This video is not financial advice. Welcome to Tracking My Bitcoin Portfolio, day 25. My Bitcoin is worth $26,573.05, which is down $282.18 since yesterday. I also added 487,291 Satoshis to my portfolio. Now I'm going to go into this comment. This person said, "Sub bro, I hope you realize your ambitions and believe you can. I think when multiple skills are mastered and developed, whatever they happen to be, understanding deepens. Real individual brilliance can emerge breadth and depth. Thanks to your instructive chess content and concise commentary, I hit 2000 rapid for the first time 2 weeks ago. Thanks for your help. Much appreciated and happy to support." Thank you for your comment. This person has been watching my chess videos for years, has always kind of left comments, has even donated money. So I really do appreciate it. Every time I see your comments, I'm like, oh my God, this guy's still watching my videos. I have no idea how to pronounce your name though, Pysonergy. But I really do appreciate you, watching my content, leaving comments. It means a lot to me. Congratulations on hitting 2000 rapid. That's for you. For those of you who don't know, that's 2000 elo in chess. So that's incredibly difficult. Not easy to do. It takes a long time. I made an entire series getting to 2000, and it was pretty difficult. So that's definitely a huge achievement. Maybe one day you'll surpass my rating because I'm stuck. I'm stuck at 2000. So maybe one day you'll surpass me. But yeah, I think I've played you a couple times in chess as well. You're definitely a good player. But thank you for your comment. If you guys want to leave a comment, if you disagree with me, if you want to ask me a question, leave a comment and I'll try and answer it as best as I can in a video. But thank you for your comment. Okay, I have a question to ask you guys. You are working at a job and you just finished your shift. Your boss hands you a gold coin for your work and says, "See you tomorrow." As you're walking home, you are looking at the gold coin and it suddenly disappears out of your hand. You did not drop the coin or lose the coin. It simply ceases to exist. Where does the value go? Now, I know what you're thinking. If the gold coin ceases to exist, the value goes with it and the value ceases to exist. Now that's not a stupid answer. That's obviously like the first thing that you think of, but let me say this. So if the gold coin ceases to exist, then the entire gold supply is one gold coin more scarce. So if the entire gold supply is one gold coin more scarce, does the value get sent back to the rest of the gold supply? What I'm trying to say is the value disconnected from the actual gold coin? Some of you listening to what I just said are going to completely disagree with that and say, no, obviously the value ceases to exist. But what I am saying is that the gold supply is one gold coin more scarce. So there is some level of value that is sent back to the rest of the gold supply, right? Because now it is more scarce. Now I understand that the prices aren't gonna. It's just a gold coin, so it's not gonna be maybe represented in the price of gold. But you have to remember that the price of gold isn't an actual representation of the exact universal value of gold. Okay, the price of gold is just an estimate. It's always trying to guess what the price of gold is. So once you understand that, you have to understand that there is a certain level of value that is sent back or is attributed to the rest of the gold supply. Okay, now let me show you what Chat Gemini said. The lost value is absorbed into the remaining supply, where each unit now represents a marginally larger claim on the world's total goods and services through an increase in its individual purchasing power. So it answered that question. It's a little bit wordy, but basically what it's saying is that yes, the gold supply is more scarce, so that value is now represented in the actual gold supply. Now, this is an interesting thing to think about because basically what I'm saying is that value isn't actually, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually connected in all circumstances to a particular thing. Okay, so that's a very interesting thing to think about. Let me comment down below what you think of this. I want to kind of have more complex discussions and try and ask more interesting questions that just get you to think, kind of like a mental exercise. I want to kind of just ask more questions, because this right here, like, this is not a question that I searched up on the internet. This is something that I thought of. So I want to kind of ask you guys more questions, and then see what you guys think about the questions that I ask, because it's an interesting question. I believe that yes, the gold supply does become more scarce, so there is a certain amount of value that is put back onto the gold supply, but I don't know if it's exactly the same worth of the gold coin. I'm not sure. I'm actually not even really sure. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but I don't think the value disappears entirely. But you could take this question a little bit farther and say, okay, well, what if the entire gold supply disappears? Where does the value go? It starts to get more confusing, because where does the value go? Will it go into other assets? Well, no. So it's just I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but I wanted to kind of ask you guys that. Okay, this is how much money I made from my chess YouTube channel on April 26th. $3.23. Now I'm going to go into the monetization for this channel. I'm at 86 subscribers. I need to get to 1,000, and I need 4,000 watch hours within 365 days to monetize this channel. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it to accomplish this goal, to monetize this channel. And then once I monetize this channel, I'm indirectly monetizing my Bitcoin that's in cold storage, because this channel is based off of that Bitcoin. The whole point of this is to monetize my Bitcoin without putting the Bitcoin itself at risk. Okay, but I don't really have anything else to say for today. I plan on asking kind of more interesting questions each video, and trying to have more interesting conversations. Not really like a debate. I'm not really trying to like debate people and be like, you're wrong, you're wrong. I just want to have more like interesting discussions, like hear other people's opinions. Because obviously, like, there's a lot of people with different opinions, a lot of smart people out in the world. So I just want to kind of have a good discussions with this channel. But I don't really have anything else to say for today. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.